Um, this is Hygiene from Science of Pauper. I'm a bit sick, so my voice sounds a little bit weird. Um, but don't be distracted by that. I have a recording for you. Um, this is a two-man cube, which I've done with my blue, red, green blender deck, basically. It's gonna be a bit weird since it's been a screen recording already, and I'm recording what I've seen, what I see in the video. But that's the way it is, and that's mostly because of the time limit, the maximum time limit of the videos that I can upload to YouTube. So anyway, I've kept that even though it has had a lot of lands, but Murph Looter normally is a very potent way to draw 2-hour spells. I've played this darn thing cannot be moved outside. Well, I've played it as a guild gate instead of the Terramorphic Expanse on the first turn, because that way on the second turn I have 2 colors available to me instead of just one. And even though with the Terramorphic Expanse I would have thinned my deck a little bit, but well, I mean that's just a slight percentage. And in the second turn we already see that our opponent is Slivers, and he has a pretty strong starting with 2 lords out of 3 lands and a mana sliver. I don't have a lot to fight against in my hand, so I started looting. And here I basically did a mistake. I've played the Terramorphic Expanse first, cracked it to thin my deck, and that's been a mistake basically. So even though it might not have been my mongrel which I have drawn if I didn't shuffle, but there was always the chance that I find the mongrel or find a mongrel, and so I could have played it because I have a forest in my hand, but this way I am forced to play the Tin Street Hooligan, and I was really considering to jump up block already, but then I decided against it since I really needed to. It's not only about damage prevention; it's also about um, dealing with the lords, because it's like no good if you just jump and then they have still, in this case, 4/4 all over the place. I draw Jilt, which is a very good draw. Unfortunately, our opponent has already 3 lords, which is quite a lot. If he only had 2, it would have been like a huge blowout. If one of the lords would have been something different, which didn't like buff the toughness, then I could have bounced 1 lord. Then they would have shrunk to 2/2s only, and then shocked the second lord and blocked and traded with the 10 Street Hooligan a third sliver, leaving our opponent only with a mana sliver basically. But this way, since they are too large, I am again forced to play a bit differently than I want to. I played White Mongrel, so I can, by only discarding 1 card, I can trade with 1 lord, and with the Jilt I balance a second lord. But our opponent has a Wing Sliver, which is really unexpected from my side, since normally um, those sliver decks are only white and green, but our opponent has some secret tech with some preordains and wing sliver. So I decided to bounce the wing sliver pre-block, so I can trade with one lord. Yes, basically that's it. I mean, that's nothing to think about. The Mother Drifter, we were far away from hard casting them. Well, it's not that far away, but casting a Mother Drifter is like only one creature, and it leaves us with nothing else to do. So it's only a chump blocker, and our opponent has, I don't know, 4/4s and a 5/5. So we really need to prevent some damage, and also yeah, do something. I mean, they are all flying, and I'm not sure if that was the best play, the optimal play, the right play, but it was looking quite bad already. So it was kind of a desperate move, and to see if our opponent does any more mistakes and leaves us maybe gifts us with a victory. So I thought I needed to jump block because our opponent has like a huge board. What I meant with the mistake, he could have, instead of playing more and more stuff, he could have just attacked with the Gemhide Sliver and put us under enormous pressure, which he already did. But I mean, even more pressure. So what I decided to do is discard Merfolk Looter, obviously, since we don't have the time to wait another turn for another looting effect, and it would have been only one chump blocker anyway. And the second Mud Drifter, so we already have one Mud Drifter, and there's no need to really keep the second one. It's more important to shrink the other slivers, so to kill one per slivers, one lord. I could have discarded another the second Mud Drifter and kept the White Mongrel. I'm not sure if that would have been correct if I had the Wild Mongrel right now. I mean, that's no discussion about flame slashing one of the lords. They're all to choose. I still would have a mongrel, nothing more. I don't know. I mean, this way I just decided to divination, and let's see. Can I somehow fast forward? Yes. So I discarded land because that's a mistake. I should have kept this open for chump blocking. But I mean, I would have killed maybe the traded with the Senior Sliver. All slivers would have been smaller. I would have drawn the Essence Scatter like now, this turn. But with that board, even if they're all like one power smaller, I would have been at 7 life. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.